Good morning, Willard Wildcats. This is Dr. Baxter with Books and Birthdays on this Wednesday, April 29th. We have 3 birthdays to celebrate today. Happy birthday to Micah F., Gael R., and Melanie S. We hope you have a wonderful birthday on this Wednesday. Today's book that I'm going to read to you is a special book to me. Brenda C. Roberts wrote this book, and I have met her, and she is a lovely, lovely author. And this is a very fun book, Jazzy Miss Mozetta. And the pictures are by Frank Morrison. So let's enjoy. Jazzy Miss Mozetta. I love the art in this book. An extraordinary evening, if I do say so. Miss Mozetta threw open her parlor window and smiled at the fat yellow moon. I believe I'll take a stroll. But first a little pretty plum powder, now a little tango mango lipstick. Miss Mozetta looked over her flock of bright dresses. Let me see. I declare I feel like red tonight. She chose one the color of July firecrackers. My best color, if I do say so. Look at these beautiful illustrations. Her pizzazzy hat was from a shop way uptown. Now this hat is saying something. Last of all, she slid her feet into her fancy blue shoes, old favorites. Skittle-dee-woo bop, she bop, yeah. She strutted down the stairs, humming something snazzy. Outside, Miss Mozetta's good old friends were enjoying the moonlight. Hey, Miss Mozetta, called Mr. Willie, looking jazzy tonight. Hey, back at you, Miss Mozetta winked her long lashes. I do look jazzy, don't I? Here's the next page. Sit down and play some checkers, said Mr. Brown. Sit down and let me tell you what the butcher said, the baker said, the grocer told the barber, said Miss Lou Lily. Sit down and sip some lemonade, said Mr. Willie. It's sweet and sour, mighty tasty. But Miss Mozetta was not listening. A crazy beat was thumping in her good ear. It was coming from across the street where her young neighbors Cap and Rudy were dancing. Aren't the illustrations beautiful? Makes me want to dance too, Miss Mozetta said. Her foot began to tap. Come on, Mr. Brown, let's cut a rug. Mr. Brown would not budge. Not me, Miss Mozetta. My dancing days are done, honey dear. Miss Lou Lily said she had a sore toe. Mr. Willie said he had a crick in his neck. Miss Mozetta stamped her big blue shoe. Shucks, she pouted. I can't let all this sweet moonlight go to waste. She gave her hat a pat and sashayed across the street. Hey there, chickadees, she called to Cap and Rudy. Got room for one more? Cap and Rudy stopped and looked Miss Mozetta up and down. Can you do this? Asked Rudy. She did the splits and shimmied back up. Or this. Cap jumped as high as Miss Mozetta's hat. Miss Mozetta said. What do you guys think is going to happen? Tell you what, said Rudy. If you sit over here with your friends, we'll show you all of our moves. But, said Miss Mozetta, you'll have a front row seat, said Cap. But, said Miss Mozetta, and you won't hurt yourself, Rudy said. Miss Mozetta walked slowly back across the street. Night, y'all, she said to her friends with a bit of a sniff. My, I must be catching a cold. She climbed up her steps and closed her door. How do you think she's feeling right now? How would you be feeling from her perspective? Said Mr. Willie. Tisk, 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 said Ms. Lou Lily. Mr. Brown just looked sad. Up in her parlor, Miss Mozetta sighed. She turned on her scratchy old radio and sat by the window and closed her eyes. The Fat Cat Band was playing and swaying, tooting and honking. What do you think Miss Mozetta wants to do? I think she wants to dance too. Before long, the music lifted her up and laid a roar full of twinkling notes at her feet, floating like a bubble. She followed them back to a summer night at the Blue Pearl Ballroom long ago. Everyone was doing the jitterbug wild and free. Miss Mosetta's feet itched to get out of there and kick, kick, stomp, stomp, skittle-a-dee-wee-bop. Do you guys know what kind of music inspired this book? Jazz? I think you're right. Bop, bop went a knock on the parlor door. Poof went the Blue Pearl Ballroom and everyone in it. Oh, horse sugar, who can that be? Spoiling my dream, Miss Mosetta huffed. She flung open her parlor door and in stepped Wildcat Willie. His hair was shiny and slick and blacker than black and smelled like shoe polish. How do you do? He said, swatting at a moth that flew out of his pocket. Tap, tap. Hello, hello, said the lovely Lightning Lily. Oh, she said, these shoes pinch. Rap, bap. It was Downtown Brown in a cool cat hat and dark glasses. He bowed to Miss Mosetta. Wanna dance? What do you think Miss Mosetta will say? Miss Mosetta's smile lit up the parlor. Did somebody say dance? She turned up the radio and faster than a rat can scat, up popped the Fat Cat Band, Rudy Toot Toot, and a roo-bop she-bam. Miss Mosetta leaped to the sound. Lightning Lily kicked off her slippers and stomped. Wildcat Willie whirled. Hey, cool. Cap and Rudy stood in the doorway, snapping their fingers. Who invited you? Sniffed Lightning Lou. We heard the music, said Cap. Is that you, Miss Lily? Lightning Lou to you, bub, she said. How do you think the mood has changed here? You think she seems happy? Cap and Rudy stared at their neighbors. You all look different. You little ones scoot, said Downtown Brown. Can't you see we're dancing here? But we want to learn that dance you're doing, said Rudy. Learn the jitterbug? Said Lightning Lou. Can you do this? She took a flying and a hoopla landed in Wildcat Willie's arms. Said Rudy. Or this, asked Downtown Brown. He spun himself so fast he disappeared. Wow, Cap said. Show us how, Miss Mosetta, begged Rudy. Pretty please. Miss Mosetta thought it over. Well, they're too young, Wildcat Willie butted in. Too slow, frowned Downtown Brown. Said Lightning Lou, turning up her nose. Cap and Rudy looked glum. So long then, Miss Mosetta, they said. The door slammed behind them. Wildcat Willie turned the radio down and the band faded away. No one felt like whirling or stomping or bebopping or anything. Something's missing, said Miss Lily. Oh, horse sugar, said Miss Mosetta. Two somethings are missing. She dashed to the window. Yoo-hoo, you two. Come back, pretty please. Do we get to jitterbug? Asked Cap and Rudy. Just like me, Miss Mosetta promised. Turn up that radio, Wildcat. Wham! The Fat Cat Band came back blasted. Miss Mosetta's parlor floor stretched out and back and away, shining like a new nickel. Look at that, Cap oohed. The man sent a stream of pearly blue light through the window. Man, Rudy. Odd. Miss Mosetta tapped out the beat. Okay, young cats, let the beat hit your feet, then close your eyes and just swing it. Hep, hep. Cap and Rudy closed their eyes. Hep, hep. Everyone cried, and the parlor went jitterbug mad. Miss Mosetta was the maddest of all. Now, do they mean mad like angry or mad like fun? I think mad like fun, crazy, yeah. That night, her blue shoes were full of holes, but Miss Mosetta smiled as she set them under her bed. I believe I'll take a stroll uptown tomorrow. She told the moon with a yawn, I need some new dancing shoes. Miss Mozetta snored all night and dreamed of red shoes, her best color. I love that book. I love that upbeat, fun tone that it has. And I think that if you're looking for something to do in your space, try a dance. Ask somebody in your space if they know how to dance and if they can show you a dance move. And let Miss Mozetta inspire you in that way. Wildcats, remember this month, we are celebrating being independent. We're also celebrating the IB Learner profile characteristic of being reflective. As you have conversations with your family and those who are in your space, be sure to think about what you're learning and what you're doing and share and ask questions of others. Wildcats, remember, we are safe, respectful, and responsible. And this month, in order to stay safe, we're staying home. See you tomorrow.